All right, the first thing I got to do is I have to warn you. Peeps are marshmallow covered with confectionery sugar. So if you're diabetic, do not buy these things. All right, I'm warning you. Now, what you're looking at are yellow Peeps, originals. Now, the company used to be Newborn. When I moved here to Pennsylvania, I looked it up. It was Newborn. You can go on YouTube and see how they're made. The one video shows a special nozzle. It shoots these things out. Now, if you read real quick about the statistics, 5 million of these things get sold at Easter time. Now, this is pure nostalgia for me. I eat Peeps from when I was probably 3 years old. All right, up until now, I'm 73 years old. 70 years of eating Peeps. Now, Peeps come out just before Easter. You put them in your Easter basket along with your chocolate rabbit. Right? If you remember the Easter basket, you had the fake grass in there. You had your jelly beans in there. You had your marshmallow peanuts. And they had eggs, marshmallow eggs that were covered with chocolate. They were in there. I got to think of some of the other candies that would be in that basket that you would get Easter morning. So it was an Easter thing. So growing up, you knew that the warm weather was coming if you saw Peeps in the store. And they're yellow like the sun. Now, you go in there now, look for Peeps. They're in multiple colors. There's sour ones. There's ones that are made with Rice Krispies. It just goes on and on and on. Now, when I was a kid, there was only these, the regular Peep, little chickadee. And later on, there became rabbits. And then, okay, so you go through Easter. You come up on Halloween. There would be marshmallow pumpkins, and they would be orange. And then the next one would be Thanksgiving. There were turkey Peeps. And then at Christmas time, there were Christmas tree Peeps. And then I think there might have been Peeps for Valentine's Day. Now you call them Peeps because that's the original. That you're looking at an original Peeps. But when you refer to the candy, you just say Peeps. And then when you're growing up, everybody knew what Peeps were. Where I'm from New Jersey, and these things are made in Pennsylvania. So it's most likely they would sell them to the neighboring states. Now, when you mention Peeps to older person, they always say something like, I prefer them stale. Now, they're very soft and very gooey, marshmallow, as you pull them apart and eat them. And some people they pop a hole in the carton and they let them get hard. They like them like that. And it would be similar to a marshmallow peanut, if you've ever eaten those. Those come in different flavors also, if you have them in your area. And this thing is, they're a dollar. What you're looking at is $1.25 in the dollar store. You get 2 rows for $1.47 in Walmart. And I told you, they have this giant pallets in there of Peeps. And they do send them back at a certain date. They send them back. They don't half price these. These get sent back for credit. And I don't know whether they do it. Now, the one guy told me a lot of candy and stuff that becomes out of date, it goes to a pig farm. They feed it to the pigs. All right? But I just wanted to show you, because I do mention Peeps. And it'll get by some of you, and you'll say, what did he just say, Peeps? Well, it was Newborn. The company, when I first moved here, was Newborn. Because I got back into reading the label on it. Now, there's no gluten. This is gluten-free and fat-free, but it's nothing but sugar. This is a sugar rush when you eat these things, because marshmallow is basically sugar, and it's covered with confectionery sugar. And, like I said, nostalgia. When I see these in the store, I know the warm weather's coming. And it's only a matter of weeks. And then all of a sudden, these get pulled from the shelf. You can't buy them. You can only buy them at Easter time. Now, I told you, I don't know if it was the same company making the turkey Peeps or the pumpkin Peeps or the Christmas tree Peeps. I'm saying Peeps, even though I don't know if they were made by the same company. But the seasons when I was young were marked in the candy store buy these marshmallow things. I can't think if there was anything else marshmallow. I bought them. The package was a nickel. Everything was real cheap when I was a kid. And a nickel wasn't hard to come by. It really wasn't. If I wanted a candy bar, I would go up in the factory yards, and a lot of people would go out drinking at lunchtime, and they would drink a bottle of Coca-Cola or Pepsi, and then they would throw the bottle in the bushes. So every couple of days, the bushes were filling up with Coca-Cola bottles, and you take the Coca-Cola bottle up to the water fountain, and you rinse it out, and then you take it down right down from the park. There was the candy store, and you bring it in. They give you even though if you didn't buy the soda there, they would give you the small bottles were 2 cents. The slightly bigger one, a Royal Crown at the time, was around. I think their bottle was bigger. It gave you that was a 3-cent bottle, and okay, and the big giant Coke bottle, family size. I think that might have been a quarter. But anyway, if you got it, like I say, it was summertime, and your allowance was gone. So we go in a group, and we go up through the bushes, and some people would find the bottles right away. It's like a contest. And then you get the poor guy; he's looking everywhere, and no matter where he looks, he don't find a bottle. And then you'll go over to the same spot and pick one up, and it pisses them off. There's just some people; their eyes look, but they don't see type of people. And then finally, you feel guilty. You give them one of your bottles or whatever. For a penny, you can get the double bubble gum, the one with the cartoon in it. No, bazooka bubble gum they were a penny each, and then there was stuff you could get for 2 cents. Well, anyway, you could go out and find money, and then go to the candy store. And then I had a baseball field near me, and I'd go over at night. They had those push-up pops, those frozen push-up bars. They were 2 cents. And I'd walk around the baseball field, the parking lot, and I'd find pennies. And I'd pick up, and then I'd get my push-up pop. It's pretty funny. I still have all my teeth in my mouth. I do have some crowns. I do have some broken teeth, root canals that broke. But at one point, one of the dentists said to me, he goes, you should do this or do that. And I said, look, when my father died, he died with one tooth in his mouth. I still have all my teeth, and they were in really good shape. When this guy was going after me, he was trying to get me to level my two front teeth, and he was trying to make money on me. I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. I just do the minimum on my teeth. So anyway, I just wanted to show you Peeps, because somebody went looking for pinwheels, couldn't find them. I don't know. I'd have to look at where they're made, and maybe they only have a small distribution area. But growing up, candy was a big frickin' thing, man. It got boring. You'd be sitting there, and then you're like, okay, well, walk up to the candy store. And that'd be part of the day. Oh, and then you go to the candy store. You walk alongside the candy store. Down the back was a park. And this tree fell over during one of the windstorms. I can tell you, it was a hurricane down in 1960. This tree fell over, and they never cut it up. And it was there for years. You go back there, and we'd sit there and we'd drink sodas or whatever. And the other kids at night would sit there and drink beers. But anyway, and that's when some of them would drink Pepsi. And then we'd get the bottle, and sometimes I'd take the bottle home and let them add up, and then take them up to get a better candy bar. But it was something growing up as a kid. But candy was a big thing. I don't know why. Our diet was really bad. The one kid, that's all he ate. He's dead now. He just died. I thought he would outlive me. But in other words, he would hang around my house. And my mother would say, look, I don't want him staying for dinner again. I said, well, his mother doesn't cook. And those kids would eat candy, and they would stay up till 2 in the morning running around like zombies. I tried to stay over at his house one time. I couldn't do it. I got up. I went home. I was like, I said, this isn't normal. But they're actually like sleepwalking. It was weird. Anyway, this is a big thing, Peeps. I still buy them because I'm buying nostalgia. Some of you might get excited if you see an old Volkswagen that's totally restored drive by you. That feeling that you get when you see an old car go by that's all restored, it's the same feeling I get when I walk in there after winter, and I look over and I see a pallet of Peeps. All right, that's what you have to understand with me. I have my favorite candies. Favorite ice cream is chocolate chip mint or vanilla, cherry vanilla. All right, and also vanilla. Sometimes I'll just want vanilla. I like chocolate, like Hershey chocolate and all those, but when it comes to ice cream, I do like the vanilla as a change. And that's about it. And I drink Pepsi. Pepsi's my favorite soft drink. I drink that every day, two glasses a day, one for lunch, one for supper, because in my mind, milk does not go with lunch or dinner. I drink milk in the morning at breakfast with either I have it on cereal or I'll have a piece of cake and a banana, But I just want to show you these Peeps, and it's called Peeps brand now, but the company was called Newborn a few years ago, and a few years ago for me could be 20, It's going by so fast. But go look at how these things are made, and then I think if you get the video where they show the nozzle, but they black it out so you can't see how the nozzle's made. I think that's it. All right, that's it.